Hello friends, welcome to Dreamweaver Crocheting with Love. In today's tutorial, I am going to teach you how to crochet this mini solid flower granny square. Now these granny squares can be used for various crochet projects like making crochet handbags, purses, pouches, also ponchos for little babies. It's very easy and quick to do. So let's see how this is worked out. The materials that we need in order to crochet this mini granny squares are a 3.5 mm crochet hook. These are the 2 cotton 4-ply yarns that I will be using to make this granny square. A button which will be sewed in the center part of the granny square. And a pink color 3-ply cotton yarn. Since I am using a pink color button, so I will be going for this colored yarn so as to sew the button over the granny square. So let's begin. In order to start up with our mini solid flower granny square, first I will be working with this flower. For that I am going to use the green colored yarn. So make a magic circle. And into the magic circle work 8 single crochets. So I have done with the 8 single crochets. Now just pull the tail of the magic circle to close it and slip stitch on top of the first single crochet. So that completes the first round of the flower. Now for the second round, work 1 chain and going into each of the single crochets, we'll be working 3 double crochets together. So going into the first stitch, work 1 double crochet halfway. Do not complete it. Again yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, pull up the loop, work the second double crochet halfway, again yarn over, going to the same stitch, work the third double crochet halfway. So in total I am having 4 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through all the 4 loops. Now work 1 chain in order to secure the loops. Now moving to the next single crochet, you will be working the same sequence. So here I have worked 3 double crochets together. I have 4 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through all the 4 loops and work 1 chain to secure the loops. So just repeat the sequence for 6 more times. Since we had done 8 single crochets in the previous round. So once I am done with it, I shall get back. So after working the last set of 3 double crochets together, I have worked 1 chain and slip stitch on top of the first stitch and cut the yarn. Since for the next 2 rows I will be using another color. Now insert your hook into the chain 1 space between the clusters and join the new color. Work 1 chain and going into the same space work 3 double crochets. So from here on we will be starting with the granny square part. So work the 3 double crochets. Now moving to the next chain 1 space, work 5 double crochets. So I worked the 5 double crochets. Now we will be repeating the sequence. That is, moving to the next chain 1 space, work 3 double crochets followed by 5 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. So just continue with the sequence for 3 more times. So here I have come to the end of the third round by working 3 double crochets and 5 double crochets alternately into the chain 1 spaces as I mentioned earlier, and after working the last set of 5 double crochet I have slip stitched on top of the first double crochet. Here the 5 double crochets which we have worked will make the 4 corners of our granny square, and the 3 double crochets will make the sides of the granny square. Now we'll start with the fourth and the final round. For that, work 1 chain and work 1 double crochet into the same stitch. Now going into each of the stitches, work 1 double crochet. So I have worked 5 double crochets. Now I have come across the center double crochets of the 5 double crochets worked in the previous round. So going into the center double crochet, again work 5 double crochet. So that will make the first corner of our granny square. So going into the same stitch, I'll be working 5 double crochets. So I've done with the first corner. Now moving into each of the stitches, work 1 double crochet. Again, I have come across the center double crochet of the 5 double crochets worked in the previous round. So going into the stitch, I'll be working the second corner. Now the sequence repeats. Moving to this side, you'll be working 1 double crochet into each of the stitches, and when you come across the center double crochet, work the third corner, that is 5 double crochets into the same stitch. Between the two corners, you'll be having about 7 double crochets for each side. So each side will comprise of 7 double crochets. So just continue with this pattern till the end of the round. So I'm done with the fourth corner. Now I have 2 stitches left. So going into each of the stitches, I'll be working 1 double crochet. To end this round, slip stitch on top of the first double crochet worked and cut the yarn. Now the final step is to sew this button into the center part of the flower in this way. So I've sewed the button firmly over the granny square by going through the holes about 2 to 3 times and tying knots on the back side. I also put all the loose yarns inside. So that completes our mini solid granny square tutorial. I hope you found this tutorial really very useful. In case of any queries, please let me know through comments. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.